Hi, it's John here from See You on the Start Line podcast. This is our episode 24. So we've now been going nearly half a year, and it probably is half a year because we had a bit of a break over Christmas. So it's pretty cool to have this going for just over 6 months. And hopefully we're keeping everybody informed with what's happening with CJM'S events, because that's the whole idea of this, that we want to make sure everybody's informed and has the information as events come up and or potentially looking at events and they know what's going to be happening. So today we are talking Muddy Good Run, Krank. We just had an announcement for Krank around Brunner. Tar and Gravel, it's on May 3rd. South Island Ultra Marathon is on May 10th, a week after around Brunner. And need to talk a wee bit about the Spa World South Island Half Marathon on August 3. Plus what's happening with Run NZ Run, merchandise with some changes from the 31st of March, and also a bit of sponsorship and any opportunities for anyone that may want to be involved. But Muddy Good Run, first up, this is a fantastic event. This is at the Canterbury AMP Park on Sunday the 6th of April. Entries to the Muddy Good Run, it's the Avon City Forward Muddy Good Run, better get that right, sorry Hemi, but the Avon City Forward Muddy Good Run is on April the 6th at the Canterbury AMP Park. Now entries close at midnight this Sunday, and we will decide after that whether we actually open those on late entries or not. But make sure you get your entries in for Avon City Forward Muddy Good Run this Sunday. In the event, you are going to crawl under cars or crawl under Ford Rangers from Avon City Forward. You're going to climb over vehicles from Parks Automotive. You will go through skippy bins from Wasteco. You will go over containers. We're looking at having the containers there with the cargo net over it. Just waiting to confirm that sponsor on that one. There is so much opportunity for so many businesses and that to get the exposure on the day. So if you are looking to get out and get dirty, Muddy Good Run. There is something from everyone from 4 years. 4, 5 and 6 year olds can do about 600 to 800 metres with the parent. Parent needs to go through it with them. There's no charge to the parent on that, but the children get the medals. Then we have age group categories, 7 to 13 years. Then we have a family section where the families all run together, do 3K, or they can opt out after one lap, being 1500. And they, either some people say they do the WIMP section of 1500 or the real family bonding time of 3K. Then we have a bit of a prize giving for spot prizes for the young ones and the families. And then coming in we have the adults, and that race briefing is round about midday, and after the race briefing the race will start. So around about 12:15 the adults will be into the mud themselves. We started off with the individuals and then the teams, and they have a great time. While it's 5k, people go, oh, it's 5k, it's not worth doing. Wow, this 5k is the hardest 5k you'll ever do. You'll actually go through about 40 obstacles. You'll go through 11 mud pits. That's 11, might be 13 mud pits, and there's mud slides and water slides. So they just keep on coming, going through skippy bins, as we said, water bins, slides over bollards. There's just so much for everybody to do. So it's not just a cakewalk, put it that way. So that's on Sunday, the April 6th, and that is going to be a fantastic day in the mud. Then the week later, we've got Krank, and we've just made the really cool announcement for 3 to 6 year olds. That's 3, 4, 5, and 6. If you've got a pedal bike and you can pedal that bike for 2k, that's the event for you. So we're introducing the 3 to 6 year old ride, and mums, you've got to ride with them just to make sure they can get along and get to where they need to get to from the start to the finish. They will get a wee bit of shingle, a wee bit of tar, a wee bit of single track, a bit more shingle, a bit more tar, a bit more shingle, and then the finish line. And mums, you will be so proud of the wee one. So will the dads watching. If mums can't do the ride or grandma can't, we will allow some dads to do it, but we might have to put a skirt on you to do it anyway. But no, we just want more than welcome. Then we have the 7 and 8 year olds. They'll be doing their race, and there we have the teams race there. They can do it as a team with their mates, or they can do it as a team with mum, where mum does the first lap, and the 7 and 8 year olds, they do the second lap and get the glory of the finish line. This is 7Ks, so wee ones need to be able to ride 7K, and it is heaps of fun. If anything, if any of the kids don't want to do the second lap by themselves, mums, you can actually tag along and ride with them as well, but let them cross the line with all the glory. Then after they finish, we will start off the 9 year olds up. We don't start this until the last 7 and 8 year old have finished, because some of the parents could be riding with them in teams as well with their older children, so hence the reason we do that. But it all times out really, really good. And then we have prize giving around about 12:30. It's a great morning out at Bottle Lake Forest Park, so we recommend that if you want to enter that those entries close on April the 6th, and the event is on April the 13th, so get into that there. It is a fantastic event, and one that puts smiles on so many people's faces. Then we have a wee bit of a break, and we jump into both the around Brunner. As we said before, we've changed the format of this. It's 140k out and back. You can do it in teams, 70k out and 70k back. The turnaround at Kamara, and we have the Enduro being 280k's, and the main race, as I said earlier, the 140k. The new race we've got happening as well is the gravel, around Brunner gravel. This is 108k, and that is going to be one heck of a race. It's going to be really, really cool seeing the various bikes, etc. out there taking part, and the riders. So those entries for that there close in April, the April the 27th, and the race is on May the 3rd. So if you want to get into that, all you bike riders, it's going to be one big day, great day, starting and finishing Moana outside the hotel, Lake Brunner. And when you finish, there'll be a nice cold Monte's beer waiting for you, unless you drink it the night before, that is. Okay, then we move to the South Island Ultra Marathon on the 10th of May. This is on the west coast. We have the 100k starting in Greymouth, 54k starting in at the old Christchurch Road, the 24k at Hans Bay, Lake Canary, and the 6k at Canary Township, all finishing at the beachfront at Hokitika. And the Beachfront Hotel is a fantastic sponsor of us as well. It's only 50 metres away, just down the road, so recommend you get your bookings into the Beachfront Hotel. They have a couple of rooms still available, so jump into those, get those booked in there for you, and when you finish your race, you've only got another 50 metres to go till you get that nice hot shower, or might be a bath or a massage or something like that you could be looking for. That is a fantastic race. It's staged on the West Coast Wilderness Trail. We call it New Zealand's most scenic and fastest ultra marathon, and media have described it as one of the most scenic ultra marathons in the world, and it's right up there with it. It'll be the most, of all the bike trails that there are around New Zealand, it is the most scenic throughout, and we're holding the ultra marathon on it. It is just brilliant. Anyone who's might be a half marathon runner, the 24k is truly better than any half marathon in New Zealand, and it is fast as well. Great trail running throughout, and just stunning going down through the Canary tramway with the water running wrong side you. It is one that you really need to be doing. So if you're looking for a half marathon event, you need to look at the South Island Ultra Marathon's 24k and get signed up for that. And all the events, we have age group category prizes and finishers medals on the 100k, 54 and 24k. There are t-shirts with it and slap bands with your entry, and you get a breakfast, $20 breakfast and on the Sunday morning at the participating hotels and cafes in Hokitika. So it's the value for your entry is right up there and pretty cool. Then another event, which is the Spa World South Island Half Marathon. Now, where we've got the South Island Ultra Marathon, we have the Spa World South Island Half Marathon, and that is on August 3. So the 3rd of August, Sunday the 3rd of August, at Lake Hood, just out of Ashburton. This is stunning venue to hold the event. There are beautiful homes that you're running past, the vista of the lake. It is just really magnificent. The half marathon is 3 laps of the 7k course circuit, and that makes up your 21, with the finish at the Lake Hood, the Lake House in Lake Hood. Nearly said Lake Hood, but it's the Lake House in Lake Hood, and it's just a fantastic day for there, and lunches serving, and then prize giving just after lunch for that there. So you want to get into, you've got the half marathon, and you have got the 7k, and then we have the kids dash, which is 1500 meters as a short, sharp one. They go out 750 and come back and around the boardwalk into the finish line. It is just a pretty special event for the kids there. So if you want to get into that, numbers will be limited. We can't take any more than 1,000, and last year we hit 780, I think it was. So the popularity of this event is really, really growing, and we recommend that you get your entries into that sooner than later. So it's the Spa World South Island Half Marathon on Sunday the 3rd of August at Lake Hood. To enter, you go to southislandhalfmarathon.co.nz. Moving on, virtual running, RunNZ Run. This is a virtual running platform, and we're basically, from next month, we're going to start promoting various runs that we do, what we call our main runs. We're going to promote through those, so keep an eye out for those. We will do a few live crossings and a few updates. We've been doing a wee bit with Charlie, our cavoodle dog, who's targeting to run the length in New Zealand this year, and he's right on target for it. We just got to update a bit more of what his distances and that he's doing. He goes for 2 walks and throws in a few runs and that when we're out and about, or he's got me running sometimes, and it's really, really cool to see him tagging along doing that. It's good. It's motivational for myself, and it's probably pretty motivational. He looks forward to his walks, and especially his evening ones, and it is really, really good just to see the distances that we do. It's surprising, and how quick he clicks along. So, but for everybody else, it is fantastic to be motivated doing that, and potentially we have some other really key things coming up around RunNZ Run as well. So stay tuned and look out for that. Right, merchandise. Yeah, there has been a whole lot of increases that have sort of kicked in, and we've tried to hold our prices and that, hoping that like the exchange rates and that would correct itself, and the actual cost and freight and everything would fall in favour. So we were holding the prices for some time. We can't continue to hold these prices. So from the 31st of March, or it's 1st of April, not an April Fool's joke, our merchandise for our t-shirts, they will move from $39.95 to $44.95. So if you are looking for any merchandise to purchase, I recommend that you go to or click on any of our events, click on shop, and that will take you to our online shop, and you can purchase merchandise from there. So either t-shirts, cycling tops, and there's an array of other merchandise there as well. But the t-shirts will go from $39.95 to $44.95, and our cycling tops, which have been way underpriced for a long time, I'm not quite sure how we made $1 out of them. They were a lot more expensive earlier. We dropped the prices just to get our brand and that out there, but the movement in those prices has gone well past us. But they were at $69.95, and they're moving to $89.95. So if you're looking for like an around Brunner cycling top, or a Ride the Rakaya, Gold Trail, Krank it, anything like that, grab one of those. They're still $69.95. That's up until the 31st of March, and then moving to $89.95 for it. The sizing on them, I'd recommend that if you normally wear like a t-shirt, this is for cycling tops, so wear a t-shirt size large, you probably need to go to an XXL. Don't panic about that. We haven't gone back and changed the sizings because they've been race fit ones, and we thought, we could change the sizing, but then people buy now the second top or third top, that end up in far too bigger tops. So it's better to just at the moment still buy 2 sizes bigger than what you would normally buy or what you'd normally wear in a t-shirt. So from the 1st of April, the t-shirts will be $44.95 and the cycling tops will be $89.95. Right. We've had a lot of inquiry just recently, which is great, about sponsors, and there are a lot of opportunities out there. So if anybody is thinking that their business, they may want to sponsor and get some great exposure across our events, we're happy to talk with them. We have packages for people having merchandise in their race packs. They could have stalls at our events. And we also have ones where they can do a package which they can pick any one of those events that they wish to do. So something you might want to consider, because there's a hell of a good exposure. Like even on this podcast, we have about 14,000 people actually click on it through the Facebook page, and it's put in front of them. We have a weekly email that goes out to our live email, what we call a live database. It's a clean one, which people are actually active. That goes out to 15,000, and we have about 40% open rate. So people are clicking on it and listening to it, listening, watching, reading. So that's fantastic. And even our Facebook posts, actually the reach is huge. It's something like 1.5 to 1.8 million that gets reached there. Sure, we spend the money to push it out there for that, and that gets the exposure for people. So if someone's looking for some sponsorship, that's the way to go. And also talking about sponsorships and subscriptions is our YouTube channel, which has over 11,700 subscribers. Now, if you listen to this podcast on that or anything else, just click subscribe, and that just will keep you up to date with future happenings and that with us. We're going to be using YouTube more and more to keep information that out to people for what is happening with CJM's events and all of our events that we're running. So make sure you do that. To us, there's no monetary value for that, because people say as soon as you get 1,000 subscribers, you get paid from sponsors and from ads. Sure, you do, but you got to have so many downloads and so many other listenings and watchings, and we're miles away from that. So this is just to say subscribe, so you would then automatically get a reminder that there's something new that's actually just popped up. So just click subscribe, and that will help us get more information and that out to you, and a lot easier and better, and make our events better for you. Well, that's basically it for this week. And just a final reminder for you, when you are entering an event, make sure you click on the you should turn around and purchase the withdrawal insurance just as a safety net in case you have to withdraw for any reason. That's up to 96 hours before an event. Make sure you purchase that insurance. You can also purchase cancellation insurance. That's if we cancel an event, like we had to for bad weather last year for Ride the Rakaya. We cancelled it, and those people that took out the insurance, they got their money straight back on it. On the withdrawal insurance, there's no questions asked up to 96 hours. That could be you just don't want to do the event any longer, or you might have broken a leg, hopefully not, or any reason, could have COVID, could have the flu, and whatever. If you don't want to do it up to 96 hours beforehand, you can do that. And also you can click on the promote button and you can promote our events to other people via Facebook. That would go through, it can be done for sports clubs, scouts, schools, or even you can do it for yourself, and you might earn a few extra dollars. So just click on those things. That will help you personally and everybody out there as well, for the withdrawal insurance, cancellation insurance, and also promoting the events to help your club or scouts group. Basically, any other information you wish to get, you can look up CJM'S see all the events and what's happening, or you can email me at john@cjmsevents.co.nz, or text or call me on 027 226 7769. Until next time, we will see you on the start line. Take care.